Good morning. It is Lisa Monison here. I'm national leader with Avon, independent sales rep, but also a Sibo warrior survivor. So today this video is all about what I ate for breakfast on a typical basis. People have asked me if I could share what is working for me since eradicating Sibo and on my healing journey, because even though Sibo I 100% believe is gone, the gut is still healing from all of the trauma leading up to it and during it, and I still have to be very careful with what I'm eating, but the diet is finally expanding. If you've watched the very beginning of my journey with Sibo, you can see that as it really amped up, the foods became more and more limited to 7. I think I was down to 5 foods at the very end before I decided to do the 22 days of elemental diet from Physicians Integrative Medicine. So did that, and also did some Candibactin ARBR and been gut supplementing with other things. So watch that video, the last video that I did in this channel. It talks about one of my miracle items that I've been using that has just been amazing. So this is my breakfast. You know, I was gonna show you, actually I made it, and then I just was so hungry I started eating. So before I started my breakfast meal, I always take my digestive enzyme, my Betaine HCl. I take a half a cap of that, and I take L-carnosine. So I take that before every meal. And this, I've already started, and I'm sorry, it's half eaten. It looks pretty good, right? For somebody that's had Sibo. So let me tell you what it is. It is 2 eggs. Now, during my Sibo, I could not eat eggs. And I don't recommend, if you are in active Sibo, to eat eggs, because they say it can feed the bacteria and make it worse. And when I eat eggs now, let me just preface it, I don't eat them like every single day of the week, because I don't want to irritate what's the healing is happening. So today I have 2 eggs mixed in with some coconut oil. So I melt the coconut oil. I do 2 eggs, a couple spoonfuls of organic pumpkin. Again, some people can't handle that. If you're on like fast track diet, it's too high food points. But again, if you're watching the rest of your day and how much you're eating, then it should be fine for you. But active Sibo may not work for you. So again, 2 eggs, some coconut oil, some canned organic pumpkin, and then I take wild blueberries, frozen wild blueberries. I mix that all together up in a little pan like this, or in a mug. If you do a mug, you're gonna have to make sure you do about 4 minutes in the microwave. This is, and a little dash of salt. I do my sea salt. So I put this in the microwave for about 4 minutes. I started using this because in the mug, the center would be raw. Normally it's 1 egg. If you can handle it, start with 1 egg. I've been doing 2 eggs. And just do it in the microwave until it comes out like this. Here's my little spoon so you can see. It's like a little souffle. And then on the side, I've been doing unsweetened coconut yogurt, which is very hard to find the unsweet. They have the unsweet vanilla by So Delicious coconut yogurt. Again, during active Sibo and before the Sibo diagnosis, coconut was killing me. It hurt so bad. I was handling almond milk and things like that, but not coconut. So for me now, the coconut yogurt unsweet, really important. You may first taste that and be like, ew, this is gross. But what I do is I take my Kiva or Manucora honey, which is K factor, it's K factor 20, and it's raw honey. And I just take a small, again, this was another food item that I had to take a small plastic spoon and just drizzle a little bit on top, sprinkle with cinnamon. I'm gonna put cinnamon in this too, and I get organic Ceylon cinnamon. And I did some sliced strawberries this morning. And I have my yogurt twice a day. I've been adding in a little probiotic, and we're doing it very slowly. We're doing Lactobacillus, I believe it's Integrative brand, and it's just the 1 strain of Lactobacillus, because when we did my testing, I was like non-existent in my gut. So I just do like I open the capsule and I literally dot a little dot on there, stir it up, and I've been doing that for about a week because she wants me to get up to 1 full capsule. I'll be honest, any other time that I have done the probiotics, it has caused me a lot of distress because the gut has been just so empty. So adding the yogurt twice a day with live cultures, again, So Delicious brand, coconut unsweet, either the vanilla or the regular. And then add your fruit that you can tolerate. Some people can't tolerate any of that yet. So when you get to this phase, This is what I'm eating for breakfast on a every other day basis. Other days, I still might have chicken crumbles and some green beans or something. And then another day, I might do the Paleo Pancakes that I found by Birch. I think it's Birch. I have the bag. But it's a Paleo Pancake. It is everything that I'm eating is still gluten-free, dairy-free, grain-free, vegan. A lot of it's vegan. Of course, eggs aren't vegan. I would say I'm 90% vegan. Pescatarian, I think it's called pescatarian. I'll eat fish and I'll eat eggs, and they have to be like free range and organic. And the fish has to be wild caught salmon, things like that. But as far as, and yeah, the chicken, I'll do chicken, but I don't do like red meat or pork. So I don't know if you call that 80%. Everything else is plant-based pretty much in my diet. And let's see, other mornings for breakfast. I am testing the waters back with Udi's Bagels, and I'm only doing like a half of a slice. And so like yesterday, I might have had like one egg with some avocado and a half a slice of a Udi's Bagel, and then my yogurt, because my yogurt is 2 to 3 times a day on the yogurt. What else have I had for breakfast? The Paleo Pancakes with banana. I could do the banana now. I could do banana for a long time. Let's see. The chicken crumbles. Sometimes I'll do the chicken crumbles. When I say chicken crumbles, it's Publix. If you have a Publix in your area, if you can get ground chicken, I get the organic ground chicken. And I do that up with some oregano and some salt. And honestly, it tastes like sausage to me. If you mix it with a scrambled egg, it's like sausage and eggs. So that's how I get away with, I don't miss bacon. I haven't had pork in over 10 years. I don't miss bacon or ham or any of that because one, there's some ethical reasons that I don't want to eat it. Second, it's very hard for people that have stomach issues to digest pork, like pork chops and things like that. I'll admit that in years past, like I guess sweet ham, I was doing okay with for some point. But once I saw the documentary, I think it was What the Health, and saw the conditions of the way pigs were, especially the pigs. I mean, the chickens, it was just as bad. Cows, I don't eat cow. But I was really horrified over what they do to pigs. They're like little dogs to me, and I can't go there. So I don't really miss bacon, although there is some great vegan seasonings and things like that if you want the bacon flavoring, or if you want something that kind of tastes like, what pork smells like, because I gotta admit, pork smells delicious when it's cooking on the grill. I ain't gonna lie that I don't think ribs smell delicious. I just have to think of that condition and how difficult pork is for me to digest and how sick I get on pork. And then it's just like, nope, not interested, don't eat it, I'll eat something else. So the chicken crumbles though, if you put that with some oregano, and sometimes I'll do rosemary and some salt and cook that up and then do some scrambled eggs, oh my gosh, it's so good. Eventually I'd like to get back to gluten-free oatmeal. Haven't tested it yet. We will do. But right now, this is some of my staples. Always the yogurt in the morning. I can do eggs again, so you can get creative with eggs. And you can do, if you can handle the Paleo Pancakes, that was also a test, days. Now I find if I do the Paleo Pancakes and I like eat them, and then eat them again, and then eat them, then I'm gonna get a little, like, it's gonna be a little too much for the system, okay? So, and when I make them, I don't eat like a stack like this. I eat like two, and I make them thinner than they are, okay? So just be conservative. Once you know that, oh my gosh, I'm tolerating foods, don't go crazy with like, oh my God, I can eat this now, and then eat 10 of them, because I made that mistake once of, oh my God, I can eat eggs again, and I think I had 6 eggs one time in a day, because it was just as I was weaning back into the foods, and I had eggs for breakfast, and then I was hungry in the afternoon and didn't know what else to eat. I had 2 more eggs in the afternoon, and then for dinner I had 2 more eggs, and by the end of the day I was not feeling good at all. And it wasn't the Sibo. Again, guys, the digestion is just not 100% there yet, which is why I'm still taking digestive enzymes along with the L-carnosine, which rebuilds the gut lining, and the HCl pepsin, which is still helping to break down food, which now I'm only taking a half a cap, so that's improved also. So that's about my morning, and throughout the day I will sip my ginger tea. I drink lots and lots of water. Motility has been great. I know, TMI, but those of you with Sibo know either it's going one way or the other. So Motility has been great for me because that is something that you will have a reoccurrence if you're not going regular. So that's what I eat for breakfast right now, guys. So I'll do another one in regards to maybe lunch or dinner and what I'm starting to eat. And it's been a miracle. I give all the praise to God. And you know, these supplements and him guiding me to the right naturopath to help me, and it's just been a journey. So for those of you still going through it, please keep the faith. There is hope. You can get better. You will get better. Put that in your mind. Mindset is everything. That you are already healed. Okay? Love you guys. Here's to your success. See you soon.